Hey guys, Rascal here, and today Mama Martinez is joining me for another review.
Hello.
And today we're reviewing Netflix's We Can Be Heroes.
No, you can't.
No, it has nothing to do with the song, but they do sing it in there, so go figure. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so this movie came out like near the end of 2020.
Perfect.
Right?
A perfect sign off for the year.
And it was created by Robert Rodriguez, who made Spy Kids, Sharkboy and Lavagirl. And apparently this was supposed to be a sequel to Sharkboy and Lavagirl, except the fact that they do a Sharkboy and Lavagirl. It's just a whole nother thing.
And the Shark Boy is not in it.
Right. They got the girl that played Lavagirl in it, but the guy that plays Sharkboy, Taylor Lautner, is not in there. In fact, Sharkboy has no speaking lines whatsoever. His face is covered. He has shark sound effects. He's suddenly just mute now and feral. So now this is just the character because they didn't want to admit they couldn't get Taylor Lautner back.
But we knew it.
Yeah, go figure. And some people were kind of surprised. It was just like, why? And we didn't ask you to do that, but okay. But you think, okay, we get to see these characters again. Well, no, you don't. No, you don't.
It just made it worse. It made it blaringly obvious that Taylor Lautner wanted nothing to do with this movie.
Right? So when the movie came out, I was like, okay, this should at least be funny. You know, like superhero movies. And if it's bad, at least you can laugh at it. Well, I expect to laugh like the entire time of the movie because what's supposed to be a Sharkboy and Lavagirl movie ended up being a pseudo live-action My Hero Academia movie. Now, to be fair, I'm not saying it's a one-to-one thing for MHA. Of course, it's still a different story from MHA. But they keep in the same trope of having a powerless/quirkless kid going to a school where they have superpowered kids. She goes to a regular school, then is transferred to a superhero one because aliens attack.
Well, I want to say like on Craig of the Creek, it's My Hoagie Academia. I was just
right.
This movie. Please allow me to say this. Robert Rodriguez did great with the Sharkboy and Lavagirl and other movies I've seen. And this one, unfortunately, just did not meet up to the standards of the other movies he's done.
Right.
I just think that needed to be said.
And yes, the other two movies are really campy, but they're fun. They got some really not good CGI, but you love it because it's just so crazy and fun. It's nostalgic. They're fun movies to watch. But We Can Be Heroes is only fun because of how bizarre it is. Which it does keep the spirit of that in some way from the original. It's bizarre, but not in a way like, wow, it's whimsical and it's really nostalgic and something memorable. You would forget this movie after a while.
Memorable. Oh, it's definitely memorable.
Yeah, and when we went through all the characters, they even someone made a video online where they just said, this is the live action MHA movie we've all been waiting for. It's just so amazing. It was all just, this is like the best, it's one of the best videos ever. So
none of the characters stand out. None of the characters are unique. None of the characters are likable.
And then it was only noticeable because we noticed that this class had 10 people in it? Yeah, 10 people in it. So literally half of class A in there, like the dang play. And when she gets there, they're supposed to be all the kids of the superheroes. But this universe is no longer Sharkboy and Lavagirl were part of Max's imagination. They came to life because he believed in them so much. They're now their own thing. Superheroes are the norm because of Marvel and DC. They kind of took influence from that. Superheroes are the norm, and aliens invade Earth. They're taking the superheroes, so they put all the kids of the superheroes in a top secret facility to protect them from the aliens.
Also, Sky High.
Right. And they pretty much just rip off all the better superhero movies out there. They rip off the Marvel, DC, MHA, Sky High, Into the Spider-Verse, all the good movies that you would rather be watching, he just went and just kind of borrowed from a lot and just made a half-ass version with this movie.
I guess he saw an opportunity and he took it. That's the only way this can be summed up. He says, hey, this is a trend. Let's jump on it. Let's get on it.
Yes.
Let's make We Can't Be Heroes. And this is cash in on it.
And it's clear that he really was trying to, like he and some other people were trying to make a live action MHA movie, which we know has been confirmed they're going to make. It is being filmed as we're recording this. They're apparently filming the movie now, which oddly enough they haven't told who's playing who, which is already suspicious. But still, they're filming the movie. It's coming out, so it looks like a lot of people are trying to get out a live action MHA ripoff before the movie is even finished. So we can't be heroes. It's just an example of that.
No, you can't.
When you get to the characters, everyone is some one-off ripoff. The main character, the main girl is just Deku as a girl, except she never gets powers, so she's useless. The whole movie. The whole movie, they just say, oh, she's a great leader. That's her power.
Poor grandma tries to give her positivity.
Oh yeah, and her grandma is just basically female Gran Torino, which I call immediately. Then they have these other friends here. And it seems like to me, some of them were kind of shots at MHA for just either ripping off or saying these characters weren't good enough.
Okay, you've got to mention the Monomo ripoff.
Yes! Okay, we'll mention him first. There's a character in here that apparently has every power in the known universe at his disposal. But the problem is that he doesn't know how to use it, so he kind of is faulty. Yes, he's faulty, but the only difference here is that this kid isn't bat crazy insane. He's just a jerk.
Monomo would crush him to a pulp.
Right. Yeah. Instead of copying quirks, he can just, he has every power ever.
The minute he smells fear on this kid, it will be all over.
Oh, you think you're better than me? It's like, oh no, you run, kid. And it's like, okay, so he has all the powers. Why? Never explained. He just does. Then they have a pair of twins, which are actually probably the most creative one there.
Absolutely.
They have one kid that can fast forward, one kid that can rewind. They don't use it that much, but it was something different.
Yes.
Just the rewind cord was kind of like airy, but it stood out on its own anyway because they had something to balance it off. So in that aspect, it was creative. It was something different.
But they didn't put it to use.
Right. That was the only drawback. They really didn't use it at full potential. They just kind of did it to redo mistakes, and that was it. And then you have this kid who's supposed to be like Toga. He doesn't say much, but he just changes his face to look like other people. Which doesn't really work because he can't change skin tone or height or hair or eye color, nothing. He just molds his face. Unlike Toga, who can change her entire body appearance to look like a whole other person, along with her voice. So
even Allura could do better than that.
Right. Then you had this kid that can stretch. Now, he wasn't based off MHA. He was based off Elastigirl. He could stretch everywhere. You had one girl that could levitate things as Uraraka, but she has to have a frequency.
And sing.
So I guess she's like Uraraka and Jiro for some reason. Her quirk wasn't singing, but okay.
But to use her quirk, she had to sing.
Yeah.
And then she did a duet with her mom. And it was like...
We can be heroes!
No, you can't.
Why are you singing? Why are you singing? Okay, and then you have one kid who was going so fast, he slowed everyone else. What? So his name was Slow-Mo. It was like, okay. It was like, why? Yeah. Then you had Sharkboy and Lavagirl's kid.
Who was adorable.
And her whole shtick was that she's the daughter of Sharkboy and Lavagirl, but she basically just only has Sharkboy's powers. She doesn't seem all that happy about it.
Oh, it was Todoroki in diminutive female form.
Yes, she was Todoroki. It was just like, okay. I mean, she doesn't dislike her dad, but the way she says it in here, she always acts like she's just not that happy. She seemed to really like her mother, Lavagirl, way more. And when she talked about Sharkboy, it's just sort of like this non-existent excitement, like,
so they just switched the parents. And tried to pretend, no, this is different. She likes the mom more, see?
Right?
She likes the fire more, see?
Right? That's hilarious.
So...
And then they had one kid that could predict the future like Not-Eye, but she did it through drawings and she didn't speak till the end. Why? I don't know.
She should have spoken never.
And then, lastly, there was this kid who was in a wheelchair. And we thought, okay, does he use powers with his wheelchair? Well, no. Apparently, his power is that he has massive super strength. But it's so strong that his legs can't support it. So he has to be in a chair.
And the first thing Rascal said is, please don't let his name be Wheels. Please don't let his name be Wheels. And they said, hey, and this is Wheels.
Yeah. It's like, no! Quit using wheels for everything! And then, okay, apparently this kid was supposed to be shot at Ida because, it's only his legs that have the issue. He can use his arms, everything else, but his legs are too heavy. So apparently, I didn't even know this until like way after the movie. Apparently, they were saying like Ida shouldn't be able to walk because he's got injuries in his legs. So there's no way he should be running.
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
It's like
that's like
what you made.
These kids can be heroes.
Yeah, so, okay, now we got all the characters out of the way and how really poor ripoffs they are. Yeah, the whole point of the movie is supposed to be going and rescuing their parents from the aliens. And, well, there's supposed to be some twists and turns here and there, but really there's not too much else to talk about for it. They spend the whole movie trying to work together.
And the ending is so disappointing in terms of, did you really go here? Is this really what us to believe? No, they're not heroes like we thought.
Right, and it was such a letdown because I was expecting something really, really fun. And it's shown, so you know, we really love Sharkboy and Lavagirl and Spy Kids.
And I love the Once Upon a Time in Mexico movies that he's made as well.
Right. And I thought this was going to be really great. And in a way, yes, it's still hilarious. It's just not in the way we're used to. But I will say, it is hilarious to watch. You're going to love that. It's a knockoff of MHA because a lot of people have noticed it just feels like a live action MHA ripoff. It does. If you watch MHA, you're gonna see it, and it's way too many parallels. And really, it's still a fun movie at the end of the day. It's not the best movie he made, but it's not. But you will get some enjoyment out of it. It is hilarious still to know some of the dialogue they say, the scenes they have, and you're supposed to take all this seriously.
And then you have some free time, just get on and watch some of the reviews that other YouTubers have made that are absolutely hilarious.
Yes. So I just wanted to give a review on this, and Mama definitely wanted to join me on this because yeah, we were really expecting something more from it, and it's still funny. It's just not as great as we thought it was gonna be. And it's funny that this is one of the last movies of 2020. It's hilarious.
Yes, and that's unfortunate. And I do expect more from Robert Rodriguez the next time he puts a movie out. It's got to be better because this is the only one he's made that has not been up to his usual standards.
Right. So if you have not seen We Can Be Heroes,
no, you can't.
It's available on Netflix. It's a Netflix original movie. You can go there at any time and laugh at the strangeness of it and the audacity of trying to be a ripoff.
And while you're there, watch live action Fullmetal Alchemist, watch live action Mob Psycho, watch live action, there's one more.
Well, they got Death Note and, what do they have, Attack on Titan? Well, they got some other...
And Psyche K Rebooted.
Yeah.
And you'll just have a whole day of movies that should have never been made.
Oh. So, that's it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. And thank you, Mama, for joining me on this.
Thank you for having me.
So, see you all later. Have a toontastic day.
Peace.